Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun in our solar system. It is named after the Roman messenger god Mercury, known for his speed. Mercury is often called a terrestrial or rocky planet because it has a solid, rocky surface. It has no known moons or rings. Mercury is the smallest of the 8 planets in the solar system. Its diameter is approximately 4,880 kilometers, 3,032 miles, making it slightly larger than Earth's moon. Despite its small size, Mercury is more massive than some of the larger moons in the solar system. It has a surface area of roughly 74.8 million square kilometers, 28.9 million square miles, which is similar to the land area of Earth. Mercury has a very thin atmosphere, known as an exosphere, composed mainly of oxygen, sodium, and hydrogen. Due to its thin atmosphere, Mercury has no weather to speak of, and its surface experiences extreme temperature variations. During the day, temperatures on Mercury can reach up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 400 degrees Celsius, while at night they can drop to around minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 180 degrees Celsius. Mercury has a day that is longer than its year. It rotates on its axis very slowly, taking about 59 Earth days to complete one rotation. Its year, or the time it takes to orbit the Sun, is much shorter, at approximately 88 Earth days. The slow rotation and lack of a significant atmosphere mean that Mercury has an extreme contrast between its scorching hot day side and freezing cold night side. Mercury has a very elliptical orbit, which means its distance from the Sun varies significantly during its orbit. The planet's surface is covered in impact craters, similar to the Moon's surface. One of the most famous features on Mercury is the Caloris Basin, a large impact crater, approximately 1,550 kilometers, 960 miles in diameter. Mercury's surface is also marked by numerous scarps or cliffs, caused by the planet's cooling and contracting. The planet's surface is made up of various types of rocks, including basalt, and is rich in iron. Mercury has a weak magnetic field, which is about 1% as strong as Earth's. It is thought that this magnetic field is generated by a partially molten iron core. Scientists believe that Mercury's core makes up about 60% of the planet's total mass. The planet has been visited by 2 spacecraft, Mariner 10 in the 1970s and Messenger, Mercury surface, space environment, geochemistry, and ranging in the 2000s. Messenger provided extensive data about Mercury, including detailed images of its surface and information about its composition. The extreme conditions on Mercury make it a challenging destination for future human exploration. Some craters on Mercury are named after famous artists, authors, and musicians, such as Beethoven, Shakespeare, and Mark Twain. Despite its proximity to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet in the solar system. That title goes to Venus, which has a thick greenhouse gas atmosphere that traps heat. Mercury's orbital eccentricity causes it to have the most significant variation in orbital speed of any planet in the solar system. The planet has a thin exosphere that contains trace amounts of helium, potassium, and other elements. It has a high density, which is second only to Earth's among the terrestrial planets. The surface of Mercury is heavily cratered, suggesting a lack of geological activity. Mercury has a distinct lack of erosion, features like wind or water, which are common on Earth. The planet has two types of terrain: heavily cratered highlands and smoother, less cratered plains. Some craters near the poles of Mercury remain in permanent shadow, and it's believed that they may contain water ice. Mercury's axial tilt is almost zero, meaning it has almost no tilt relative to its orbit around the Sun. The planet has a long, winding canyon known as the Great Valley that stretches for over 1,000 kilometers, 621 miles. The Great Valley was likely formed by tectonic forces, causing the planet's crust to stretch and crack. Mercury has a relatively weak gravitational pull, about 38% of Earth's gravity. Because of its small size and weak gravity, Mercury cannot hold on to a significant atmosphere, which is why it has such a thin exosphere. The surface temperature on Mercury can vary by over 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 330 degrees Celsius, between day and night. Mercury's surface gravity is strong enough to retain a very thin layer of gas, but not strong enough to support a substantial atmosphere. Despite its small size, Mercury has a prominent iron core that is thought to be partly liquid. The planet's surface features include impact, craters, volcanic plains, and mountains. The tallest mountain on Mercury is called Caloris Montes, and it rises to a height of about 3.4 kilometers, 2.1 miles. Due to its proximity to the Sun, Mercury was known to ancient civilizations and observed by early astronomers. The innermost region of Mercury's surface is known as the weird terrain, characterized by unusual, chaotic features. The planet's surface has distinctive color variations, with some areas appearing darker or redder than others. Mercury's high surface temperatures have led to the escape of some volatile elements, like hydrogen and helium, from its exosphere. Because of its slow rotation, Mercury experiences sunrise and sunset effects that last much longer than on Earth. Future missions, such as Bepa Colombo, a joint mission by the European Space Agency and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, are planned to further explore and study Mercury's unique characteristics. Like, share, and subscribe my channel.